Hi guys, we have Filmora 10 now. Okay, so you know that Filmora 10 was released 2 days ago, and I'm very excited to test all the features because we have some interesting features like motion tracking and keyframe animation keyframe. In my last video, I didn't notice that they have animation keyframe, and it is the most interesting feature in my opinion. I prefer this animation keyframe more than motion tracking features. And the first thing, you need to upgrade to this new version right inside your Filmora 9 if you already have the software. If you don't have the software and you are new here, you can go ahead to the link in the description below to download the software. Okay, so download Filmora 10 on your computer because I see that many of you are struggling to get Filmora 10 on your computer. Let me show you quickly about how to get it. In Filmora 9, you can go to Help, and then you can click on this button, check for update, and it will tell you about this new version and show you some two buttons. One need to download and the other to remind later, and you need to click on the download button and then install the software. And if you finish the installation, it will say your current version is the latest version. Okay, so that is the first way. And the second way, go to the link in the description below to download the software. Is go directly to Filmora 10 description page, and you can click on download and then you install the software. Okay, so that is how to download and install the software. Yeah, okay. And now we go to the first new feature in Filmora 10. You can easily recognize is the new user interface. You see that? I hate this because when they have a Filmora 8, there's a new user interface, and when people get familiar with that user interface, they change it to Filmora 9, and Filmora 9 has a new user interface, and people have to learn it again. So I don't really like this update, especially they just change the button and change the text and extend the frame, the preview window, and extend the timeline or something like that. I think this is very stupid. I'm sorry, want to share, but I don't like this. I just want to stick with one user interface, and when you add some more thing, and you can just improve it, or you have to consider it from the beginning, create a new user interface, and you will need to change it version from version, and that is what I don't like. And of course this is bigger, so you see that there's a bigger preview window and bigger media area and folder and audio title and transition. So all the windows are seem to be bigger, but the text is smaller. So I really hate that because I need to watch at the screen like this to see the text, especially for those of you who are maybe over 40 or over 50 years old. Then it's very difficult for you to watch tiny text on the screen. So that I really don't like this. And they also arrange some folder and subfolder, and also change some icon, but that is not so much important. The overall other user interface is the same with Filmora 9, so there's not much change here, but we can see that the timeline and the clip on the timelines look a little bit different. It look similar to Filmora Pro, so I don't know why, but maybe they want to have to bring all the features of Filmora Pro to this Filmora 9 and become Filmora 10, but who knows. Okay, so that is a new user interface, and we have a dark mode. This is dark mode, and we can change it to light mode if we want. We can click on File and then go to Preferences, and at the preferences, before it is only have language reference in the general user interface, and now we have appearance, dark mode and light mode and system default. So system default and light mode is the same, is a white. So when we click on that and when we click OK, it turns to a white user interface, and I really hate this. Also, I prefer dark. So let's go back to references and then change it to dark mode and click OK. So that this is my personal preference. So you can change it if you want. So that is the user interface. I don't like tiny icon and text like this. I want to have bigger. Of course, I have another screen when I'm editing video. I have a bigger screen, so everything fit the screen and it's fine. Why we have to change it to a new one? Okay, so that is the first opinion about new feature in Filmora 10. And the second one, we have a title here, and we have some blend text. I know why they add this feature, because there are many users don't know how to add simple text without animation. So they create this one, blend text. So we have basic 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 8 different blend text. New template in Filmora 10, I'm sorry. And then we can just drag and drop it on the timeline. But there's one new thing here. When we double click on the title box on the timeline, we see here we have a title group controller. So here we can control the position, the scale, and the rotation of the group. The group, not only one title track, but if you have one title track, but if that title track has text, animation presets, and some other stuff, maybe shape, arrows, or something like that, it's a group. It is group of object. We can control all of them with the scale, position, and rotation. Like this, for example, this is a basic, it's okay, but we can go to advanced, and then we can add more elements to this one. Just 1 second. Here, for example, we can add more shape, right? Just add more shape, arrows, and put it right here, and we can even add more image. But let's click OK, right? And now we have on the screen with a group of elements, right? And when we double click on this, we can scale, control the scale of all the group here, right? You see that? And also we can rotate the group like this. So this is a title group controller. This is new in Filmora 10. So I think it's good because normally when we add text title onto the timeline and we click on the preview window, and it doesn't work, and we cannot rotate it, and we cannot resize it, so it's terrible. But now it's better, okay, and highly appreciate this feature. And then we click OK, and now we come to new to the second or third, the third new feature, emotion tracking. So that the most expected feature in Filmora 9. So now we got this feature in Filmora 10, and it is very simple to use, and I think it's it's great compared to other video editor I experienced. Even Filmora Pro, I don't like the motion tracking in Filmora Pro because sometimes it doesn't work like described on the website. So to do the motion, to create a motion tracking, it's very simple. Let's go to media, and you just need to drag and drop your media file onto the timeline like this. And this is an ideal solution for motion tracking. So there's nothing out of focus and nothing blurry. So we can track, for example, we can track this building, and let's play the clip first. Yeah, you see that there's a movement here, and we will track this building, for example. And to do that, we double click on the track that we want to have motion tracking. Okay, double click on that, and then here we have the motion tracking in the video tab. So that is the first way you can open the motion tracking. And the second way, you can select the clip, and then there's a button here. This is the motion tracking button. You can click on that, and now it will show up a box. This is the tracking point or tracking area, and you need to adjust this one to where you want to track. And for example, in this case, this building, I can put it right here and resize it to the size of the building. I just want to track this area, and here we have a button, right? And you can turn it on and turn it off right here. Turn on and turn off the box, the tracking box. And once you are okay, with the tracking area, you can click on start tracking, this button. Okay, click. I'm going to click on that, and now Filmora 10 will start creating tracking data on this clip. So actually it's just a keyframe, motion keyframe. Yes, motion keyframe, and it will track the movement of the building on this. And when it's finished, it's 100% it's finished. Then in this case it's okay, nothing out of focus, so we don't need to adjust it manually. And then we can select it, and here on the clip we have a motion tracking area. From here to here, it changes the color of the clip like this. When we play, we can see that the box is following the building, right? It's following the building. And now we can attach things to this motion tracking clips, such as text, image, video, and also elements. So for example, I want to add an element to this motion tracking, right? A motion tracking clip, this clip, I'm sorry. Let's go to elements and find new elements. Here we have some more elements, about 30 different elements in Filmora 10. So they just add this into Filmora 10. So one of the new feature. I want to add this mystic seal, for example, and we just drag and drop it on the timeline anywhere. Okay, anywhere from the motion tracking point to the first point. I mean the first keyframe, and then we can select the clip again. Double click on that, and then we can just select this drop down menu, and then we can select mystic seal. So we have this seal too big. We can resize this seal first, resize it, and I want to put it right at the center of the building like this, so it will follow the motion of the building, right? And now we have this mystic seal. I have this seal follow the movement of the building like this. Okay, and let's play it. So that's smooth and perfect. Yeah, right. And being mentioned that you can replace this one with a new text. For example, I can add a text title, basic number 6 to this, and then I can replace this text, this mystic seal, with this text to follow the movement of the building. Okay, to do that, and click on the building, and then click the drop down menu again and change it to basic 6. So in Filmora 10, you cannot add more than one. You cannot add more than one elements to the tracking, to the motion tracking clip, to the clip that has motion tracking. Maybe it's stupid. I don't know how to explain, but you can only add text or image or video to follow the subject in the video. So that is the limitation in this motion tracking feature in Filmora 10. For other video editor, advanced professional video editor, you can add more than that. Not only text, you can add text, image, and your video and elements follow the movement of one object in your video at the same time. With only one tracking data. Okay, so this is the perfect condition, so you don't have to adjust anything. But in real life, there's nothing like this. So for example, I have me sitting in front of the camera, and I want to follow the motion of my hands, but it has motion blur, so the program cannot track it, cannot create tracking data for this like this. You see, now we just double click on the clip, and then add the motion tracking as you add, and then we can start tracking, right? And here we have the let's play the clip until I see my hand. Okay, so here is my hand, right? And I want to track the motion of my hand. I can move this box to this position is my hand. Let's do it quickly. So here we have the box, okay, and then we can click on this start tracking. Click on this. You see that the tracking area didn't follow the motion of my hands. So what should we do in this case? So to fix this, we need to adjust the motion tracking area manually. To do that, we can select. Firstly, we need to stretch out the timeline. Okay, stretch out the timeline so that we can move frame by frame. So that is just a time-consuming process like this, and we can move it frame by frame. Let's select the clip first, and then move to the next frame. Here, my hands move, and the tracking area didn't follow. So we can select on the tracking area and then move it to where my hands to follow my hand. And you see that Filmora 10 we create a new keyframe here, and it is in red. There's a red diamond, red dot on the track, and to do that we have to do it again and again like this. Move frame by frame, another frame, and we need to move the tracking data here, and then move and continue. Okay, like that. And we need to continue doing this until we finish, and it takes me about 1 hour to finish not 1 hour but 30 minutes to finish this example of me and something follow my hand. So that's how you can use the motion tracking. And remember, you need to track something that in high contrast and nothing is out of focus like this. If you have camera tracking your camera tracking your face, and then you should put the motion tracking on your face, right? So okay, so too much about motion tracking, and now we go to the next feature, that is animation keyframe. Okay, in Filmora 10 here I have an example of a clip. So to add animation keyframe, it is very simple. First I would delete all the animation keyframe here by right click on the clip and select delete effect, so it has no animation keyframe, right? To add animation keyframe to your video, image or text, video or image, you need to double click on the clip, on the timeline, okay, and then add the video property. You see you have an animation. You select the animation tab. Before it was motion, right? Before it was motion. Now in Filmora 10 it replaced motion with animation. So you have animation, and where the hell is your motion? The motion now become preset motion legacy. Okay, so and they have some they offer some preset animation. So just fade in, fade out, and pause. You just double click or drag and drop it onto your clip to apply this animation. For example, it's fade in, then double click on the fade in, and then we can apply to the clip. And you see that there's a blue arrows which show the first keyframe and the ending keyframe of this animation effect. I have just double click on this fade in effect, and then let's play it. So it's fade in, right? And you can control the length of your animation effect by drag and drop this this animation keyframe to the right to extend the duration of the animation like this. So that is simple, right? And we can just double click on the other preset to replace it. For example, if I want to firstly I need to select the clip, and if I want to click on this slide right, and then I click on that, just double click on that, and I replace the first animation effect with the second one, right? But how about we want to add more animation effect to this clip? So that is what animation keyframe for, right? To do that, we need to go to customize. Okay, so there's a customize button here. We can add add animation keyframe here by this button, and this button go back to the previous keyframe, and this fast forward to the next keyframe, and we can add. So that is add a new animation keyframe to the screen. And now we can go to here to the next position on the video, on the track or on the clip, and then we can adjust. For example, I can adjust the rotation or adjust the scale. Adjust the scale like this. First the scale, because you can adjust scale, rotation, position, and opacity of the clip or images in with animation keyframe. Okay, so that's that will connect the this animation to this animation. Let's play the clip. Firstly slide in, and then stay there, and then scale down, and then scale up. And at this position, for example, I want to add a separate animation keyframe. It will not connect with the previous one, and then I just click on this button. Okay, click on this button, you create a new animation keyframe, and then you move to this, and then you just need to adjust the clip. You don't need to click on this button. You don't need to click on this animation button, right? Because Filmora 10 will create a new keyframe for you automatically. So for example, I want to rotate this one like this. Okay, and also move the position to this one. So you see that a new animation, a new keyframe has been created by Filmora 10 automatically. You don't need to add this button. Click on add animation keyframe like this. Is play. Okay, so to this position, for example, at this position, I want to reset it to normal. So I don't need to click on this add button again. I just reset it. For example, reset the rotation and also reset the position. So put it back to normal position, and Filmora 10 will create a new keyframe here. So that's cool, right? And like this. Right, so I think we will have more rooms, and I can see that there's many possibility to use this feature in Filmora 10, and of course I will create more tutorial, more creative video using this feature in Filmora 10. I love this. Okay, and that is the next new feature. And now we go to audio ducking. So before, in my previous video, I don't think I like this feature, because normally I use audio keyframe to load down the background music, but now it turned to be automatically load out my background music when I speaking. So I think it's cool. Let me show you. Quickly. So here, for example, here I have some background music track on the timeline. This one and this one. And this is some voiceover. I just create some example voiceover. To use the audio ducking, you need to select your voiceover track on the timeline, and then go to audio, adjust audio, or you can just double click on your voiceover, and you can see here we have the ducking feature here. Just disable it or enable it. I just enable it. And here we can adjust, and now it will lower the volume of other clip on the timeline. So other clip meaning this track and this track on the timeline. So that is background music track. So if you enable ducking feature in your voiceover track, and then you can just the program will load down the volume of the music track almost automatically whenever there's voice in the video. Okay, like this. Let's listen to it. No, I didn't turn it on, sorry. if I don't turn it, if I don't turn the voiceover track on, then the ducking feature doesn't work. If we turn it on, you see the magic here. You see that? You see that all the track, the background track below it. Yeah, you see here, low down the volume. But before that, it's just the normal volume, and then it's slow down, and then. But whenever we drag and drop this on the timeline, this voiceover, I already enabled ducking feature in this voiceover, and when it go here, the volume go down. The background music, I mean the background music volume go down. It's amazing, right? And let's listen to it. So the audio ducking feature is very nice. Wow. You can replace the audio keyframe. So when to your background. So I love this feature, audio ducking in Filmora 10, and I believe that I will use this feature a lot in my tutorial, because I have me speaking in front of the camera and with the background music all the time, all of my tutorial. Okay, so that is about the audio ducking. Okay, so the last feature I want to mention in this video is about color match. So yeah, basically it has two clip or two image with a different color or different filter or something. They look different, and you want to match the color up to clip. So in Filmora 10 it's easy. So just put your playhead at the position of the clip, new clip, really different, and you want to match the color of this clip to a reference clip on the timeline, and you just select it and then right click and go to color match, or you can press Alt M on your keyboard. And now we have a comparison view. So this is a reference and this is current. If you click on match, it will use this image as a reference, and then change the color of this clip to match this clip on the timeline. Okay, so let's click on match to see what happened with this image. You see that? So it should match the clip, the color of the two clips are the same. So it's just an auto tune in Filmora 10. So I think it's cool when we are lazy and we don't want to color grading each clip by clips, and then we just use this feature in Filmora 10. Okay, and remember that you can adjust the level of the matching here, but it is up to you to decide how much percentage you want to reduce or increase the color match in Filmora 10. Okay, so that's final, right? I know. There's one more thing. Now you can control, you have customized keyboard shortcut in Filmora 10. So normally I will put it, leave it by default, because I need to teach you how to use the software. So whenever I tell you press Ctrl V, Ctrl S or something like that, so it should be the default keyboard shortcut, so you can follow my tutorial. But if you want to change it, to customize it to fit your need, you can go here to File, and here the keyboard shortcut, and then you have a table here where you can access to File, Edit, Tools, View, Marker, and change it like the way you want. So that is the keyboard shortcut. And the last thing, final thing, I want to tell you about this version, Filmora 10. You know that I started using Filmora 8 and I purchased a lifetime license, so it is lifetime license. And when I purchased Filmora 9, it is also lifetime license. But now in Filmora 10, they released a new version and the pricing plan changed to perpetual, not lifetime. So I'm just a little bit worried. I'm worrying that if they release Filmora 11 and Filmora 12, then we need to pay money. So that nobody tell you, because Wondershare also didn't tell you. But I found that on the pricing plan. Let's see here. We can click on the Buy Now button. This is a pricing plan of Filmora 10. 10, not Filmora X like other YouTuber, because it's Filmora 10. It's similar to iPhone 10. Okay, so here is the chance. Now it's become perpetual plan. That is, it is not lifetime plan. So it's just a minor things, but you should consider this when you purchase Filmora 10. When you purchase Filmora 10, you only have 10, no 11 or no 12 or no 13, 14 later. And if you want to find out more, you can click on this. You are eligible for all minor updates within this version at no cost, but you will still need to pay to upgrade to a newer version when it comes out to receive further updates. So that's the point. And here you can also access to unlimited downloads from the film stock standard library with when you purchase Filmora 10, and new effect every month. So that is one important information you need to consider. And you also have 20% discount coupon code for Filmora 10 at the link in the description. Go to my website. You can save $14 when you buy Filmora 10. Okay, so that's all the new feature of Filmora 10, and also my personal opinion. So I'm sure that I will make more tutorial about this feature in the coming week, and I hope you enjoyed the video today. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section below. See you. Goodbye.